Hello all, Sabello here. So today we're going to carry on with the raids, just quickly checking my perks to make sure they're not going to go down anytime soon. Because I especially don't want to lose the blacksmith perk, because it's 11 damage per second I think it is. Let's go into there. Yeah, so it's an extra 11 damage across the board, so that's all pirates, 11 damage extra. That is massive amount if you calculate over 40 troops or so. So okay. Let's get into it. Say the goats finish their training. We've got later on Qingxi and was it Tinto as well's finishing. We've got a bunch of research get going. Let's not talk. Let's get into the action. So we've got Mac McCracken with 3 stamina. We're going to use him till his stamina runs out. We've got Jean de Berida. We're going to use her. I think she's got like 6 stamina. We've got Annabelle as well, but we're going to be jumping back onto Cornelius and maybe if Greenbeard if he comes up. But we've got a lot of raids to get through. So let's do that. This is a 900 and odd thousand grog. Again, we don't care too much about the gold. We've got a little bit of gold there. I piled it into my walls again. Okay, where is the ground pound? There's one there, one there. Maybe I could just come in this corner here and sort of work my way in, and I should avoid the ground pound. Some troops will be here, but we should be okay. So let's start by, maybe 5-6 gunners in there. Get a few juggernauts in these areas, so because they're close range troops, then they'll be close range towards the mines, therefore taking the fire for us. And once these few buildings go down, we can start to trickle in our troops. This academy is taking a bit of hits now, so now hopefully we can get our bombers in this location, bunch them all up together. They're going to start going towards the legendary fort. I hope not. Yes, go into the walls. That's exactly where we need you. Get the heavy gunner in there. Let's use some of our abilities. Get Matt McCracken in there. So, okay, we got some traps here. I didn't even see if they was triggered or not. I have no idea, but let's use the priestess ability. Oh, we didn't quite reach the mortar. That's going to be quite costly. There we've got Matt McCracken in there. We're going to use his ability. Mortar has gone down. Now we can start getting our troops funneling into that. Extra tanks can get deployed as well. We're going to keep back, the brute 3 gunners and the priestess, just in case. Keep an eye on what's going on here. So some of these hits are starting to hurt real bad. Let's try and get that mortar. If we get a few stragglers there, take that mortar out. Yes, now we're in business. Obviously, we do have the pirate ship here. We've got a bunch of gun towers there, hitting my poor troops. We're trying to feed the priestess into that gap there. Try and maybe get the brute to come up here. Get a few of our remaining gunners in here, try and clean that little area out. We've got more enough gunners inside this base here, so nothing goes drastically too wrong. Got a couple of juggernauts there taking the damage. Get in there a little bit closer, get the priestess going now, like so. So there's 2 defences left in there. Hasn't hit the ship, but that's fine. The brute's going to go take on the ship there. We're taking fire, heavy gunner's gone down. The storages are going to be left to clean up now. Let's use the Juggernaut's ability, because there is no other defences you can see to take out. So that one lonely Juggernaut up the top there, he made his way all the way along here through the raid. That's good, because he's going to clear out them buildings that could be a pain towards the end of the raid. Obviously, this is the biggest target here. We need to try and get through that. Hopefully we can. Just use the ability. Don't know why, just use it. But, I think we're going to face a few problems here because time is not on our side. We've got 30 odd seconds. Thankfully there's no outlying buildings there. And how many troops got here? So we've got a few gunners, not enough to say. I don't know, it depends how quick we can clean this area here. Although I didn't even say a couple of gunners have already started work on the guild hall. Use the ability now. So yeah, I think we've got enough time, especially since that's just gone down. They're not higher hit points, the remaining buildings. Got distillery, stonemason, blacksmith. 7 seconds though. Come on guys, don't know why you're detouring here. Come across. There we go. So just about. That was a pirate awaits. That's a tough little challenge there. We've not maxed out walls neither. There's like maxed out for a pirate hall 7. So 932,000. Our armies cost almost 300,000. So always, I say 900,000. It's not all profit. So we made 600,000 profit. Let's jump into the next raid because Mac died in that raid. We lost 2 stamina. So, it doesn't matter if he dies in this one, because, he's only got 1 stamina anyway, it doesn't go into the minus. We're just going to put him to sleep. Let's see. Oh, there's a shame there's not more loot than that. That would be nice. Unfortunately not. I am armed with a drink behind me this time, because we have a lot of talking to do. And, you know, equally we have a lot of grog to get. But hopefully, if we can find it, you know, it's a real tough base here just to try and get 700,000 of each. My arm is 300,000, you know, it's not a lot of wiggle room, as we'll call it. So come on, I know it's a weekend. I really do. But we need a substantial amount of grog. We've got a lot of things going on here. Time waits for no man. Okay, so you know, that's a little bit strange with the walls, and not many walls have been used for this Pirate Hall 9. Yeah, I'm not even going to discuss that. We're pushing next. We're moving onwards with that one. No grog in this one. You know, I'm going to have to start hitting this pause button. I keep saying that. I'm going to drop down to 150 and see if we can find something juicy. Okay, so this is an interesting little base. So this is a Pirate Hall 8. I'd say, you know, quite new. Although the mortars are done, you know, half the gun towers are. The ground pounders are done. The bunkers are not done yet. But it's sort of a segmented base. And, you know, you do see this from time to time. I think it's quite clever, this base design. So for that reason, I'd like to try it. And let's see how we're going to do. So we can either come in from the shipway, which things can go wrong, or the Pirate Hall way. But you know what, I did say in the last video something about coming in from the shipway. So let's go in the shipway, and I think, yeah, we're going to be in range of all those cannons and mortars. So we're just going to do what we normally do. Again, the academy is a bit of a low level there. Make sure you are upgrading your academies. Absolutely pivotal. So we're going to save Mac for now. And we're going to put these bombers in here, maybe a few over here as well. Get another Juggernaut there. So he's in now. I'm not sure quite where our heavy gun's going to go, but let's start using the abilities. Want to try and get the Priestess in there. Just missed out on the mortar shot there. Should be okay. So the ground pounder's coming into play now. So I need a couple of gunners over here that start to focus on that ground pounder. The ground pounder over here has been taken out. This one's about to lose that bomb though. Maybe a cluster of gunners. No, they're fine. We probably won't need Mac McCracken this rate. So let's see, where is our Priestess? I have no idea. She's got to be somewhere in the mix. Use the ability. No, unfortunately, she is stuck. I had no time to sit there and scroll around for her. Okay, so let's try and feed in, if we can, the brute in this little corner. We need to start using our abilities again, like so. Cannon there. You know, we don't even going to need all these troops, to be honest. But might as well. One in there. One in there. Might as well just get the Priestess in the back here. And a couple of extra troops in there. So, you know, it was a little bit easier than I thought. I know the defences weren't up to scratch. I know the walls wasn't up to scratch. I'm not sold on that layout. No. Maybe there's an extra couple of, like, a layer of walls here. Maybe Pirate Hall 9. Then maybe that could have worked to his advantage. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below what you think of that one. And whether you think I'm right in an extra layer of walls to protect the mortar. Maybe the ground pounds are a little bit exposed as well. It could have been another issue. But let's jump into another battle. And, you know, if I don't find one in a few clicks, then I'll just pause the video until I find one. And let's say we're just looking for grog. You know, I don't care if the opponent is weak or strong. Well, not too strong. Careful with your words there, Sib. Careful. Yeah, just need the grog. Absolutely. Well, that's not going to be it, so I'm going to pause this. Okay, remember when I said I don't care how weak they are? We're going to have to hit the little guys. Okay, so we're going to attack this one because he's, you know, close to 900,000 grog. So I think we can leave out the Priestess. That's going to save us some grog. We can obviously leave out Mac McCracken. That's going to save his stamina. I think we'll be, you know, pretty okay here. Let's say leave out the Priestess, maybe leave out the heavy gunner. Just see how we go. So we've got the ground pounder here. If we just place a Juggernaut there, distract those defences, take out this ground pounder. Then I'll put a nice long line of Juggernauts behind these layout of walls. Then we'll just, you know, push upwards into the base. A line of gunners at the back here. Might even be able to hold back on the brute, so, you know, that might save some grog as well. Let's say we're going to try and not use the heavy gunner. So this could actually go wrong, who knows. I hope not. But the storages are there, so there shouldn't be too much of a problem. And in comes our troops. You know, it's just a big flurry of troops. We might not even need these 5 gunners, to be honest. There is a mortar at the back here. Obviously, one has been taken out. There's a mystic mortar here. A couple of gun towers at the back there. But we're looking fine. Not entertainment purposes, but, you know, I've got to showcase everything. I don't want to say, oh, by the way, I found this base. I thought you guys wouldn't want to see it because I know, you know, I watch YouTube as well, and I don't care what kind of raid it is, I just enjoy watching the show, so to speak. So I hope you guys do too. And, you know, farming's farming. Sometimes you've got to take on the bases, or even, you know, a handful of gunners if you see the opportunity, just to hit a few collectors. That's what farming's all about. Get those walls done, get the research done, and then obviously you get stronger that way. So there's no harm in doing it this method, none whatsoever. I mean, as I say, I've had Pirate 11s hit me, Pirate 10s. It's just the way the game goes. But maybe we won't 3-star. Would be nice that way. Plus, we don't want to climb too many pirate ranks. So that's Banner. See, look how much we reduced the grog from almost 300,000 to, you know, almost half. So that was worth it. And I think, you know, I might have saved a gem. So we're being a bit economical there. We're saving a gem, and we're saving some resources as well. So again, you know, I'll do a few skips. If not, then I'll find one myself and just pause it. But because we're quite low down, we'll see a lot of Pirate 7s. Some probably pretty low Pirate 8s as well. But I do... Oh, gosh. I always say that when I see over in Mill, don't I? There's no way. No, we're hitting next. Not a chance. No way. So yeah, we're going to end up pausing this now. Wow, okay. Yeah, I'm a bit shocked. If I'm honest, those walls, I remember those each time I get a new set of walls. But actually having most of my base like that, yeah, we've got to go back to, well, the level 1s there. You got level 3s and 4s, a handful of those. If the collectors are somewhere, they're not. No, I'm not going to bother that. Well, yeah, chicken. No, honestly not. It just wouldn't have been worth it. I mean, I could have maybe gone in with all gunners and been conservative that way. Who knows? 205,000. Let's pause this. Save you a bunch of time. I have pushed about 30 times, maybe more, to try and find some loot. And you know what? This guy, while he has a lot of decent defences there, maybe a Grand Panda in range, I'm going to have to try and take a couple of these storages, or at least just use gunners to take these storages. I think, you know, it's going to be quite profitable. There's another one over here. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do it. But look, there's a storage exposed here, so maybe, just maybe, we can. We'll see if we can get that storage there. Just trickle that. Oh, the pirate hall. So I think he's got all areas covered here. Who knows? So, but there is loot there to be made. Clever with the gun towers. I'm not too sure when that kicked it. I mean, I can always use my heavy gunner. You know, it won't be a waste. So I know, yeah, my heavy gunner would definitely get in range to hit that gold storage. So we'll come back to that. So now we tested that theory. We've got a cannon here. Should be a little cause for concern. Again, the same trick as yesterday. We are going to use the one juggernaut to try and set off that trap. And if we can, get a couple of troops in here, start sniping away, and maybe there's some resources in the collectors as well. So unfortunately that hasn't quite worked. Maybe we try it because the trap got set off there. So we'll try it and get, there we go, that juggernaut will hit that trap there. We're farming. This is a nice little farming mechanism here. We're doing well. Another juggernaut in there. Keep these gunners fed in this direction. Come on, don't shoot my gunners. Shoot the juggernaut that's near you, please. So it's one storage down. We've got some collectors going on here. Maybe from another angle. Try and, again, just feed our gunners in here. Try and keep an eye. So, you know, we're doing okay. The collectors are here. Try and get a couple, well, at least another gunner in there. He should be okay once he takes out this outhouse. Won't have too much to fire at him. So he should be able to take them collectors out for us. We want to get our heavy gunner. We've got to place him carefully. Don't want to get too close. Out there. Okay, so he's going to fire onto that gold storage. That's perfect. Now we're chugging away at his resources there. Now we've got to really concentrate on this second storage. So we need to feed in some. I'm going to try and feed in a couple of juggernauts in here. We need to start feeding in our bombers in here. And get some gunners in this little corner here. Let's use our abilities. Maybe we can punch a hole through these big level walls. And start to feed some juggernauts into this area. Yes, there we go. We've punched their way in. Now we should be able to get some more resources from this base. That's starting to hurt a little. Trying to feed our gunners in that location again. We can start to push into that next storage. Maybe we want to get a chunk. Sorry, it's not storage, it's a mortar. We can try and get our way into it. Maybe. I don't think so, but maybe we can push in a little bit. Running out of time, or have run out of time. But you know what? That was actually not a bad little raid. We've got a bunch of resources. So yeah, I mean, I saved still quite a bit of troops. Didn't use the priestess, didn't use the brute neither. So we still made a profit. You know, didn't get loads of gold like I wanted. But sometimes you have to do that sort of method now. So let's collect that, or should I say, let's gem that. Not let's collect it. And then let's try and find another raid now. The problem is, I'll show you maybe another 5 skips of next. This is exactly what I'm seeing, just a bunch of Pirate Wall 7s with no loot. And there was a Pirate Wall 9 with no loot. And, you know, it took me like 30 skips of next. That's why I thought I have to try and farm that higher level base there. Absolute nightmare. Okay, so we're going to pause this until I find another suitable target. Okay, so it's another one of these weird base designs, but there's a Grand Panda there. Need to find the other Grand Panda. So one there, one there. So what we'll do is, we'll come in sort of this direction, maybe in the corners, try and avoid the fire of the pirate ship, and sort of just our troops will trickle in all these directions. Problem is, I can see a Mystic Mine there has been sort of sprung. Whether there's any more, not too sure, but let's just get into the raid. And we should be okay. So our bombers in the corner. Maybe say 3, because yeah, they're crazy little horses. Once they get through walls, they'll just target anything and do a massive amount of damage. So we're just going to put this amount in for now. When that pirate ship gets taken out, then we'll start forcing our troops into the base. But look, it's taken out so quick. It's amazing. Mystic Mine has gone there onto our troops. We're going to get some more gunners in here. Heavy gunner. We're just going to use all the troops anyway. I know it's, you know, going to be about 500,000 profit, but still. Let's get some more bombers in this direction. Trickle some more troops in. Save a few back. I used both priestesses there. I have no idea why I've done that. Are we anywhere near? Yeah, we've got a few cannons, so that'll do. And we've got the Grand Panda. I shouldn't say a few, just Grand Panda and a cannon. Use our abilities now. Obviously try and keep an eye on the battlefield, see exactly what's going on. Get a gunner back there to try and take out legendary forks. That's going to take time. So we are sort of a little cluster there, quite a big cluster here of gunners. Need to keep an eye on those. That's the mortar taken out. Second mortar's over here, hopefully we can take that out. Pretty sharpish as well. The priestess is taking some damage. Try and lock those up. Yes, that might keep her alive for a split second. Though she'll get killed by probably that one there. Nope, she got killed by the gunner instead. You know, the raid's looking fine itself. So maybe we'll try and find another way in. Let me put the brute there. Let's use our abilities. Let's try and use a gunner there. And a gunner there. Start taking on some sort of corner buildings. And I think actually that it's gone pretty well. You know, there's a bunch of troops left. There's, what, 1 gun tower left. So obviously that base design, it's crazy again with the walls, all different walls. It doesn't work. But there you go. It's almost over. Juggernauts in mass there. Try and take out this guild hall quickly, and then we can jump straight into another battle. If we haven't done our 5 streak, then we'll go straight into a chest. How many done? 4? Perfect. Okay, 271,000. Don't mind that at all. Jump into another battle, and we'll be back shortly until we find some more loot. Okay, so we found this one, you know, not quite a millionaire raid, but that's pretty decent to be honest. Just have a quick look around here. So the Grand Panda there. Where's his other Grand Panda? I need to find the second one. Though I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's hiding somewhere. Squint your eyes, maybe you see better. You know what, I think he's only got 1. I'm probably going to make a massive mistake. Like, no, Sabello, it's not. I guess we'll find out. Let's get our gunner behind the ground pounder, take that one out, have a quick look. When he starts firing, I'll hear that, and then we can actually start raiding. So I think this is probably a brand new Pirate 8, I want to say. So obviously, I don't know why it hasn't built the second ground pounder. But let's just jump straight into here. Maybe get these outline buildings, one in each corner, like so. And then let's get on with the raid. So one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. Another one in the middle because of that bunker. I don't want him to start focusing on my gunners and my heavy gunner. Let's get our bombers in there. They start to bust through some of these walls now. And again, just get another juggernaut in there. I want to get another one here. I don't know why, just some reason. And so we've got 6 guns left back, got a priestess going in there. Bombers have punched their way through, and now the juggernauts have helped, and I think a couple of bombers. Got 2 holes in the base now. Use the priestess. There we go. Locked up a couple of gun towers. So we've got a mortar there and a mortar there. Keep an eye on those. Gunners are looking pretty good at the minute. The juggernaut here is taking the fire from the mortar, and for some reason the gunners have come out. Remember I was moaning about the AI earlier, why they come all the way out. They can shoot over a damn wall. It's not like you've got range 1. Shoot over the wall, damn it. Okay, so keep an eye on things. Let's get the brute in the back here. Get some gunners in the back here. So keep an eye. Everything's looking great. Maybe try and get the priestess in the back here, because I've got this cannon focusing onto my juggies. Now we've locked that up. Let's get the Juggernaut's ability going. And the bunker's been taken out, the cannon's about to be taken out. Use the Juggernaut's ability to quickly get through those buildings and take that cannon out. Everything's going swimmingly well. There's nothing else there is to take out. Don't need to deploy the last 3 gunners. I mean, I could do, why not? Get in there, guys. Finish this base quick. So, that's, you know, I was impressed. We had a bunch of time left. I thought it would have been a little bit more difficult, to be honest. But 900 grand there. Mac McCracken didn't use him. Here's a bandit chest. So let's order our troops and let's get out of this. Let's open the bandit chest, because otherwise I'll forget. We don't want to forget. So we go into here. I know everyone's thinking, you lost your streak buffs. Never mind. Be fine with that. Wow. Okay. You know, that's a decent amount. That's 750. That's quite a bit of EP. I've never seen that before. Just all one type of thing in a bandit chest. So, you know, pretty impressive we caught that together there. Come out of here. Can't wait for that mass chest opening. I was actually going to read the chat. Never mind. Probably someone requesting to join. I think it was. We'll accept that or reject that later. So let's dump a little bit of gold. Obviously, I've got that malt finishing tomorrow. Can't wait to start a gun tower tomorrow. Let's start one of these walls here. Got 1.3 million left. Let's see actually if we can get, I think, was it Black Bart? I don't think I've got enough for him. Yeah, let's go back this way. Sorry, it was Sadie. Have I got enough for her? Was it something that's missing? No, perfect. So, okay, 4 mil, 4 days. Increased speed by 10%. So that's going to be, what, 21, I think. Her overall speed. And then down a few of those giant squidding. Short, 7 of them. So, you know, once she gets to level 19, I think I might ditch her silo materials and then start concentrating on some of the, like, Cornelius Heston and Greenbeard. Try and get those up, because she's, you know, 15,000 BP. I've got her going to be going there, so it's quickly started before I forget. You know, you've got Black Bart's going to be heading up there. I think he's a couple of levels behind, so he's working his way up there. He's starting to cost a lot. Ching Shi's going to cost a lot. Tinto is just going to cost too much BP. So if I get the others all up to sort of 15s and 16s, have a while to save up a bit of BP, and then we can go back to maybe doing one at a time. Do it that way, and have to carry on doing a bunch of streaking. But anyway, that's that. Let's have a look in the academy. Run button. So we've got the Sky Raiders to do. We've got the Thieves. I might leave them because we're using this new sailing crew. No, actually, the Witch Doctor he's done. So I might concentrate, because we're using the Priestess. I think we'll use her next, if I can remember this video. And I said it last video. Try and get a Voodoo Magic Madness or Madness Magic. I always get that wrong. Never mind. We'll get one of those going if I can remember. So again, I'm going to have a look for a base, and then we're going to get into it. Considering this took another 2 clicks of next, Just about finished my drink there. I think we jump into this one. So I can see one ground pounder there. I can't see another ground. There's a bunch of walls there, so he's obviously a brand new Pirate 9, but his stuff is not that good. Just make sure there's no ground pounder hiding. Again, I don't know why you beat Pirate 9 with one ground pounder. Makes absolute no sense. The academy is so low, it's unbelievable. It's like Pirate 5 or 6. Anyway, enough renting. Let's go on. So it's, no, put one there, one there, one there. Put one over here. You should sort of come around this area here. Another Juggernaut in there. Just try and spread them out a little bit. One in there, one in there. Just heard a trap get set off there. So a couple of Mystic Mines. That was, you know, good idea. Obviously the ground pounder is going to hit my Juggernaut, but it's a low level ground pounder, and my Juggernaut should be able to tank those hits, no problem. No, I'm not that concerned. Let's get our heavy gunner in there. A few more gunners in here. Probably won't use the priestess, to be honest. Again, try and save some grog, because there wasn't loads of grog there. It's just sort of more the gold, and there was a, you know, a profit in the grog there. So if we can try and not use the brute, the priestess, and maybe even these last 7 gunners, then that's more profit for us. So I said videos ago, if you can try and conserve troops, then 1, it's going to save you time in recruiting them. 2, it's going to save you money. So it's a win-win all round. If we can try and take that mortar out now, like so, perfect. Okay, so the Pirate All's a bit of a problem. It's hitting my heavy gunner because it's on close range. You can see the cannons at the bottom now. Try and take it out before my heavy gunner goes down. We'd be fine. Excellent. The bunker's doing short work on my Juggernauts, but they're so tanky. The bunker's gone down, gun tower's gone down, gun tower, gun tower. Oh, there was the other ground pounder. I missed that. Never mind, you know, he's not going to affect us where he is there. Obviously, he's going to hit here, but we'll be okay. As long as we can get round. Ah, the gun, the ship took out my heavy gunner. There's 109,000 now. I don't really want to use too many more troops, to be honest. So let's see if these gunners can get any. I don't think so. But if I use more troops, then it's sort of, I don't know, is another few troops worth 100,000? I don't know. Let's use the ability there. Maybe we'll get a couple in the back here. Who knows? Choose our ability. No, because the cannon's focusing on the gun already. We'll just leave that bit of pocket change there. We're not going to bother with that. So, you know, still got a decent amount. What's that? 350,000 grog. I know we're meant to be going for grog, but I can turn down that gold. So we'll be back shortly, and we're going to jump straight into another raid. Okay, so straight away we can see the ground pounders. There's 1.2 million grog. This is a millionaire raid, just you know, 2,030,000 or 60,000, something like that. But anyway, the ground pounders, that's quite clever. I've seen something similar, but not with the ground pounders like that. It's real clever. Obviously, I think they're going to be short range. So if we come in from this direction, I have the Pirate All on the long range there. So, you know, my troops in this area is going to start to get hit. We've got the trap in there. Maybe not the best way to come in. Maybe we come in this way instead. Since there's no, did I say bear trap? Shark trap, I meant, if I said bear trap. Okay, let's get our Juggernauts in. Time, we almost lost like 30 seconds. Let's get our troops in now. We're in a rush now because I was too busy talking, Sib. I'm worried about those 2 bunkers together. So I will not deploy my heavy gunner quite yet. I'm going to wait till we punch a hole in there. Maybe get Matt McCracken in there just to give them something to think about. Right, so let's get a priestess in there now. Still hold back on the heavy gunner. Got mortar fire coming in from 2 directions. So now Max in there. Try and get some damage onto the mortar and the gun tower. That'll help a little bit. We need to really get punching through these walls now. 1 bunker's almost gone. Can we use our... Yes, there we go. Locked up the mortar there, the bunker, and one of the ground pounders. Real helpful there. Our abilities come up there and there. Sorry, the heavy gunner hadn't been deployed, but yes, the gunners was deployed, and the abilities coming. Need to take that mortar out quick. Yes, perfect. That is absolutely awesome. Get our brute in now. Yes, okay, so that's gone down now. A couple of gunners in there. So bring it onto the Mystic Mortar here, and gun tower will start to focus onto the brute, along with that cannon. Now we should be okay, to be honest. We've got a few cannons in the back here. Maybe we can get our gunners in the back. There we go. So that worked pretty well. Now we're going to get our priestess coming through the back here. Now she's going to take a shot be alright. I think she might be able to 1v1 this. Maybe not. Don't want to take the risk. Oh, just about locked up both of those cannons there. Take one of them out. The trap's been triggered here. If they can carry on the focus, yes, both cannons have gone down now. Perfect. The raid is going absolutely well. We're not going to get the free start, I don't think, because, you know, I've not saved nothing back for the corner buildings for a start. But we've got Matt McCracken. Who knows? If he can come here quickly, then get back here. I don't know. I think then they want to go there. The gunner's smart. They'll go here and then down. But, you know, we'll see. I could end the battle. But let's not do that. Let's see how the AI is going to work. So, because he swung there, if they take this out quick enough, he will then decide that's actually the quickest direction to go. Because they was over here, they decide that the blacksmith there is the quickest route to go. So I hope that makes sense. That's a little bit of AI there. I've been trying to, you know, focus a lot on that to try and help you guys out. You know, decide where the AI is going to go. But again, I don't always get it right because the AI is not always predictable. It is a bit of a pain. And unfortunately, we're not going to make it. Can his ability work underwater? No, it can't. That would have been sweet. That might have just done it. But unfortunately not. Worth the try there. Perfect resources. Can't complain. Again, let's quickly change Mac McCracken. You can't recover him in this menu, which is quite annoying. I'd love to be able to hit the recover, because the amount of times you come out the street and go, oh, that's it, you know, I put Romeo Boomer in for defence, for instance. And then you completely forget about the person that you meant to be recovering, and then you could be sitting there for 12 hours. He's not recovered or recovering, so it's a big, massive waste. Who knows? Maybe Madoki will see to that. Okay. So we're going to have Cornelius now. We've got our 2 out of 2. Let's go in for another battle, but I'm going to pause this until we find one. Okay, so let's try at this base. There's not a lot of resources, but I want to know where the loot is at. So first of all, we're going to hit the collector, just to see how much resources coming out of there. So, you know, I don't think this is entirely a collector raid. I think there's a decent portion of resources in the collectors. So what we do is we use 2 gunners. We use 2 gunners here. Be careful of the cannon and gun tower there. And again here. But you know, the storages are all wrapped up pretty for us. So we'll try and hit these collectors. I mean, we could just say when the gunners die, let's come out of the battle. We'll see how much loot's left. I won't go for this one because of the walls here. Another cannon there. And the ground pounders either side. But this one's a little bit more manageable. You've got a mortar in there, which is not a higher level, to be honest. So we took, I'd say 200,000 a pop, maybe. I'm not too concerned about the gold again. So maybe we can do okay here. If we get, I don't know, 4 in there. Get a few gunners just there. Use the ability. And then whatever we get out of this, that's it, we're coming out. Gunners, the AI would go here, please. No? Okay, we're focused on the ARRR. The ARRR still survived. Oh, no it don't. So we took out the ARRR. We're still focusing on walls. Hopefully we get one more storage. I don't know, because that mortar, we're getting hit by the ship though. We should be able to take this storage out. Hopefully get a couple of shots onto that storage there. And when we come out of the battle, it means taking a loss. Guys. No, guys. See what I mean about the AI? But there you go. 505,000, 225,000 gold. How many troops we use? 12. Massive profit. What was that? 19,000 grog. Take that. Okay, we go into another battle now. So let's pause this till we get in another one. Okay, so we finally, after about 20 clicks of next, you know, it's very hard at the minute to find loot. So we've got a ground pounder hiding in now. We're going to focus this one here. 990,000 grog, not a lot of gold, but again, you know, we've got enough to put another brick in the wall. The research is the key thing we are looking for at the moment. So, you know, I think the process was about 4.8 mil. Another raid after this should ensure we get that. So we need to distract. So we're going to use 1 juggernaut there, just to distract those 3 defences. Although the gun tower has multiple shots, so, you know, my poor gunner will get focused on there. Doesn't matter, so we lost a juggernaut and a gunner, or about to. Now we can come in from this direction. And we're going to stagger these juggernauts out, like so. Another one up there. Spread our bombers out. like so. Now we've triggered the bomb off, that's good, so that's going to be less damage coming onto our gunners, or bombers, whatever it would be. We put our heavy gunner in. Our priestess, we're not going to use Cornelius, this one, I've decided. So let's use our abilities now. We've got some juggernauts taking fire here, that's perfectly fine because most of the defences here are getting distracted by a couple of juggernauts, which helps me in the long run. So let's get a couple of gunners in this direction. Gun tower just surviving there. Now we should have our priestess in range. We're not going to use it now, we're going to go a little bit closer. Now use her ability. There we go. So I never know how to deploy two. Whoops. It worked though, it worked. The mortar's about to go down. Bunker's gone down. Cannon's going to go down shortly. The pirate wall's gone down. So, you know, it's just a mass wave of troops coming in. There's no outlying buildings. Let's take out this gun tower. Like so, that took one shot. Get a couple gunners in there in the back. Take out this cannon as well. So everything is working perfectly. We're going to keep that brute back there. We don't need the brute. Didn't even need them gunners neither, to be honest. But that'll do. We'll get 100% here. Get that extra bit of BP we've been lacking in some of the raids. And if we need, but actually we're trying to climb up because there's no loot down there. Okay, so 2 more raids, we get another bandit's chest. So we'll come back out and get the priestess going then. Let's jump in to another battle. Okay, also we've found this base after about another 30 clicks of next. You know, it's all sort of compact and compartments, and you know, it's something I don't see every day. You know, double mystic mortars there, you got the mortars there, ground pounder, so it looks quite clever, to be honest with you. I think that if we use a juggernaut here, I'm going to put a gunner here and a gunner here. So once we take this training ground, we should be able to get onto that ground pounder. That's going to make life so much easier. That gunner can focus long enough onto that ground pounder. So now we're only going to have that one ground pounder to worry about, so we can sort of come in slightly to the left. We do need to take out this building here and this building there, so maybe our gunners, there we go, it's a bit better. So we distracted the cannons long enough. Get another juggernaut in there. Now we can get in a few bombers there, a few in there, and place them there as well. We're going to use Cornelius for this because I have no idea how well or how bad it's going to go. Try and throw those apes in there, so get a couple of apes over the wall. That's going to help set off the flame trap there, so that'll be a few extra bits of damage going on while it's not going on to our own troops. I'm going to get our heavy gunner in there. I'm going to get some gunners in there. Start using our abilities. Get the priestess in there. If we can punch through one of these walls, you know, we should be okay. Bit worried about that mortar or mortars. So if we can, just feed that brute in there. That'll distract the mortar there. Perfect, just in time. We lost the priestess there, unfortunately. Now if we start getting this other priestess in, we might have half a chance. So the mortar's finally gone down now. We can use the priestess there. Lock up those 2 cannons. Hopefully our troops can then start to trickle here. We're going to lose that priestess. That is a dead cert. But if we can get these cannons gone in time, then we're going to be laughing. Let's get some more gunners in there. Save 2 back again. We've got some problems going on inside this base. Let's use the Juggernaut's ability. Try and get rid of that gun tower as quickly as possible. Got this bunker at the back here causing a bit of a problem. So the cannon's gone down now. Heavy gunner's pretty low. We need to take this out before the heavy gunner. The heavy gunner's going to go. Next shot. Oh, it just survives. I can't believe that. There's still quite a bit of defences there. Keep the heavy gunner away from that gun tower. We'd be fine. Yes. We've got the bunker here. We need to try and, I don't know, figure a way in the back somewhere. We should have enough gunners to distract, I think, and destroy. We'll see. So the cannon there is going pretty low. The heavy gunner is at the back, still alive. Managed just to survive that battle. I have no idea how. Okay, so we've got an outhouse there. Let's try and get that done. We're not got enough time to 100% this. We have got all loot, so let's come out of that. Cornelius didn't survive too long. That was a good little base design, I think. Look at that. So that's an extra because of the grog there. 327,000. That made that a massive grog raid for us. So we're on 4 out of 5. One more after this. Okay, almost 6 mil. Got plenty to get the priestess going. Let's jump into another battle. Okay, so this is an intriguing little base. I think we'll go for this. So I hope, yes, he's got the 2 ground pounders facing the same direction. That is a big no-no. So we're going to come in from the back. I know the mortars are hiding behind the pirate hall. I think we'll be fine, in all honesty. I mean, look, he's got his collectors. I love if actually this is collector raid. Let's just see. Come on, gunner. There we go. So no, it's not exactly a collector raid, but there is resources in there. So we get a gunner in there. Is there anything in there? No, it's just a flag. Okay, so now we'll come from this side. Let's get our juggernauts in there. Two there, two there, two there. Now, they've jumped all over the wall. Their mines have gone off. Perfect. Let them... There we go. Now we get our bombers in this section here. Don't go in there, guys. Just shoot this wall. That's the one. So, you know, that's quite clever. I'm guessing that he expected people to come in from this way. But I guess he wasn't expecting me to do that. Let the juggernauts set off the traps. Why not? That's their job. We're not going to use Cornelius. We're taking out the Mystic Mortars as well. The raid is looking, well, superb, to be honest. You got the gun towers all at the back, which is going to be a bit of cause for concern. No, don't come out the base again. Why would you do that? Come through this way. It's so frustrating, you wouldn't believe. So let me know if you have similar problems. Your troops just go off for a little wander, you know. Maybe the weather's nice outside. They decide they've got to go outside. See the weather for themselves. It's real frustrating. I'm serious. Yes, but please let me know in the comments below if your troops are going to walk about. AIs, I just don't know. Really is annoying. Hopefully that can be fixed, because there's no excuse. The closest building is definitely not the ship that's outside the walls. Unless they're going to shoot over the walls. You know, I could understand that. Having to walk all the way around. And it gets me when they do like a double loop. They go here and then, oh no, we'll come back again. Real confusing. Anyway, let's get these abilities going. We're going to save the one priestess and the one brute. Trying to be economical again. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think about that base design now. Do you think it's viable? Maybe a few little tweaks. You think it could be optional? I don't know personally. But we are going to stop raiding now. We're going to open the bandits chest. And then we're going to wrap up this episode. I'm going to take a break. And then, you know, we're going to shoot another one, because I'm going to get some more research done if possible. So yeah, there's loads to go, as I said. In the coming days, there's going to be quite a bit of raids coming out. So I hope we are going to have success with this bandits chest. Let's just leave this recruiting by itself. Let's go into it. Let's go into the bandits, and let's hopefully get some EP and BP. Who knows? Here we go. What we're gonna get 2 lots of EP. So we've been the last 2 bandit chests. I've seen 5 lots of EP. I'm not too sure on the total. It's over 1,000. I know that much. So we can't complain with that. I'm really happy with that chest opening in this episode. Thanks for watching all, and bye for now.